My fiancé told me while drunk, I'm only with you until my ex gets out of prison. He's the love of my life. You're just a pathetic substitute keeping his bed warm. When I didn't react, she laughed and said, You're so pathetic, you won't even fight for me. I didn't say anything, because honestly, I was relieved. See, I'd been trying to figure out how to break up with Vanessa for months. She was gorgeous, sure, but completely exhausting. Everything was drama: her job, her family, her friends. Even ordering coffee felt like an elaborate performance. Dating her felt like being in a tornado that looked really good in Instagram photos. Wedding planning was a nightmare. Vanessa wanted everything perfect, which meant nothing was ever good enough. She fired 3 vendors for not understanding her vision, made our photographer reshoot engagement photos 4 times because her smile didn't look authentic enough. She spent 2 hours at cake tastings complaining that vanilla was too basic and chocolate was too predictable. But we were already trapped. 200 invitations sent, $15,000 in deposits gone. My parents flew in twice from Ohio. They adored her. My mom was already talking about grandchildren. Breaking up would have been chaos. So I stayed because of logistics. Then, at her sister's birthday party, Vanessa drunkenly admitted I was just a placeholder boyfriend. I nodded and said, Okay. She expected yelling, begging, a scene. Instead, I calmly asked, When does he get out? March, she slurred. Perfect, I said. That gives us 3 months. She sobered up instantly. What do you mean? I pulled out my phone and opened a new note. I'm making us a breakup timeline. We'll tell people we realized we're incompatible long term. We'll split wedding costs 50-50. Cancel everything together so it looks mutual. You can keep the ring. Consider it payment for 2 years of pretending to love me. She stared at me like I'd grown a second head. You didn't hurt me, I said. You solved my biggest problem. We shook hands that night like business partners closing a deal. January was spent untangling our lives, calling vendors, splitting fees, writing a joint Facebook post about our amicable separation. Everyone thought we were incredibly mature. Then March got closer, and Vanessa got nervous. She kept asking if I missed her, if I was dating, if we were making a mistake. I think she expected me to crawl back. Instead, I helped her pack and wished her luck. Her prison boyfriend got out on March 12th. 2 weeks later, he dumped her for a 22-year-old he'd been writing to while locked up. She called me crying that night, wanting to talk about us. I politely reminded her there was no us, and suggested therapy. Meanwhile, I'm dating Lena. She's a librarian, gets excited about new book releases, makes amazing banana bread. Our biggest fight was whether to watch Netflix or read before bed. Last week she told me she loves how emotionally stable I am. If only she knew my most dramatic relationship moment was responding to a betrayal by making a spreadsheet. Turns out, life gets really peaceful when someone actually wants you, instead of just tolerating you until something better comes along. Best accidental breakup of my life.